if we can just finish up with you reintroducing yourself again, or you state your name, and if you'd like to say a few quick words.
I'm Charles Checker Tomkins. I'm a Métis. I'm half English and Cree Indian. I love my country and I done everything they asked me to do. And that's why I was in the army.
Nani huti kapisian. Joka suskat nohtimaan to niinku kas kiihtämään. Moikki, tuo muuten kapita tämän. Samsta mam to nitsi ganda ja nuti kapita tiar. Kapia wasiu ya kayas. Samsta mam to nitsi ganda. Suskat nohtimaan to niinku kaya stan sigis na wahuta. San nitsa nakiwa kakio kistamina kakio na matito. Nuichiwa ka nagkakio. Mau yaki konstui mau. Charles managi sikatun stis. Magaya nickname managi miaya. Chiksis managi sikat. Kakaya ko ta kakaya utai uksimani sikata chiksis. Checkeri one me we do. Checker Tomkins. Good chiksis.
His name was Charles Marvin Tomkins, but we called him Checker, and I am not sure why they called him Checker. But every one in my family had some sort of a nickname. He got married, I think, about 1939 or 1940. And shortly after that, he joined the military.
I think during the war, every kid wanted to join the army. Every kid. You know, you get 3 squares a day, you know. There was no work or nothing. And but of course, us young fellas, you just couldn't wait to get in, really.
I think a lot of our brothers and sisters who went overseas learned a different lifestyle. For the first time, people felt concrete under their feet. For the first time, they saw buildings higher than 10 stories high.
We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender.
And it read that all personnel who could speak an Indian language report to such and such a hangar on such and such a day. Checker reported. He said there was about 600 Aboriginal people in there. They were broken up into small groups, into their language groups, and given messages to translate back and forth. The Cree came on top.
They had a way of expressing every different type of aircraft that they had. Sagamis kapaksigi, that's a mosquito bomber. Sagamis is mosquito, and bomber is an explosion in Cree. Kapaksigi. They were attached to the American Air Force, and they would talk to one another and translate how many aircraft was going at a certain time, what type of aircraft, bombers they had, how many would be going. They'd say this in Cree on the radio, and the other fellow at the other end would be interpreting whatever message was sent.
I don't think the Germans had a bloody clue on what the hell was being said. Some foreign code that no one heard of.
Napicho, aga man nagdawit na makandaw paksigiig. Guanista noon yan sa gamisak. Guanoy mas nahino ta. Magamit sa man dawit na makandaw paksigiig. Since Americans couldn't understand what they were saying, they were just translating messages. Finally, they just said, "The hell with it, we'll use their own Indians." So then our guys ended up at the front lines.
He didn't like the war because of this destruction he saw and the action that he was in. I told Checker it's about time our knee styles are getting some credit for what they did. And that's when he told me that he was a code talker during the war. I asked him why he hadn't told me earlier. He said I was sworn to secrecy. And that's why he never said a word. Holy smokes, Frank. Remember these? That's the kind of pictures they used to take when we were junior NCO school.
It's great.
That was in the wintertime, eh? The checker's right there.
Yeah.
He looked serious. He was never serious in the military.
Well, you know, he always looks serious in the picture. Yeah.
This must have been their very first day in uniform. They both looked like hell.
Always was, yeah.
Peter and Checker.
You know, he couldn't have had that uniform probably the first time he put it on.
He's trying to look taller than he
Yeah.
should be. You know, that's a good picture of Checker.
God, I'd say, yeah.
He looks serious as hell.
And Checker.
Really brings back lots of memories. Lots of good memories.
That's really good.
Yeah. He didn't want to lead the parade. He just wanted the parade to be a parade. And he could have watched it from the side. He was a great man. Gave his heart.
Although he done the job of Cree Indians, that part doesn't matter. I done what I was asked, and that's good enough. If you listen to me, I'm sorry I'm taking up your time. This is goodbye, I guess.